Hello, Internet. So we're getting close to kind of having our apartment put together. I decided that I think I'm going to try out this vlogging spot in front of my bookshelf because I really love my bookshelf. And I don't know, the next couple of videos I'm going to try to experiment with different places to vlog to see what my vlogging spot here is going to be, because I always kind of have one specific spot I like to vlog in for wherever I am. So back like 3 or 4 years ago, that's when I started following vloggers on YouTube. And I came across this channel called 5 Awesome Girls, and I started following each of their personal channels as well. And one of my favorite of the 5 is Kaylee Hyde, and I really love her personal vlogs. But she made several video blogs showing her Disney pin collection because she is a collector and a pin trader. And I always wanted to do that so bad, but I never could find all of my pins because my old ones from 2001 were still packed away from when my mom and I moved several years before, and so all I had were my more current ones, and I didn't want to just show those. But now that I moved into my apartment, I've pretty much gone through all of my old stuff, and I found all of my pins, so I finally want to do a video showing you all of those. I'm going to show you the older ones first from 2001, and then I'll go to my pins that I got in 2011. And I noticed I kind of got like little groups whenever I got them. You'll see what I mean. So I've grouped them together, and I'm going to show them to you now. So for 2001, sorry, I had to find a little extra light source because it's evening and I can't just open my curtains like I usually do, and I don't have a lamp in here yet. Anyway, the first collection I'm going to show you is my like Disney original characters collection, and the first one that I have in this collection is my little Mickey Mouse from the movie Fantasia. You can kind of see him. There we go. And to go along with Mickey, I of course have Minnie, and Minnie out of the original characters was always my favorite character. And there you go. You can kind of see her. Lighting's still not great, but I know if I don't do this now I'm going to forget, so. And then I have one more from the original collection. And I'm not sure if I actually got this at Disney World or at the Disney Store. I'm not sure. But I wanted to go ahead and add it too. It's a little pin with Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy, and it has my name on it. Goofy is another one of my favorites because I like anything that is a dog. I had 2 Dalmatian pins because at the time I really loved 102 Dalmatians, and we were actually staying at the Dalmatian themed rooms at the, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was like the movie hotel thing that was sort of cheap for Disney on-site staying. But my first one is Oddball because I loved Oddball when I was a kid, and I think she's still pretty awesome. And then I have one that has Oddball, Domino, and I can't remember the third one's name, to be honest. And it has a little hanging 102 Dalmatians thing right there. Super adorable. Sure. If you remember this one's name with the black paws, tell me in the comments because I really can't remember his name. I have 3 Peter Pan ones. The first one that I have is a Tinkerbell pin. I was never really like super into Tinkerbell, but they had a lot of cute Tinkerbell things, and I like this one to an extent. I might trade it one day, I don't know, but it's Tinkerbell, and on the side it says "It's all about me." I don't know if you can read that or not, probably not, but it's still pretty cute. I think the next one is my favorite from my Peter Pan pins, and it is Wendy, John, and Michael flying in the sky. You don't see a lot of Peter Pan pins that aren't Tinkerbell, I don't think. Really Peter Pan anything that's not Tinkerbell. And I always liked Wendy a lot, so I really love this pin. And the last one I have is Peter Pan scolding Tinkerbell, which I also think is pretty unique and kind of cool. I had 2 from Pinocchio, which I'm not really sure what my thing was with Pinocchio back then because it never really was one of my favorite movies or anything. But I do have a generic Pinocchio pin, just kind of walking. Pretty cool. And then I have one of Cleo, actually, and I think the reason I got this was because at the time I had a goldfish named Cleo. But still, I can imagine you probably don't see a whole lot of Cleo pins, so I think this one's pretty cool. The next one is my favorite collection, and it is the Princess Collection. And I have 5 of these. One of them actually isn't from the Disney parks, and that's the one I'm going to show you first. This one is actually from a doll that I used to have that they sold at the Disney store and on probably at Disney World too. I think her name was Mindy, but they called her the Disney Sweethearts doll, and all of her clothes were princess themed, and she came with this pin. I don't have her anymore, but I kept the pin because it's unique, and you probably don't see a whole lot of these anymore. And then I have 4 other princess pins that are from 2001. The first one I'm going to show you is Belle, and she's in her gorgeous gown, and I like this pin a lot. I like Belle. She's my second favorite princess. Next one I'm going to show you is Ariel. Ariel is actually my favorite princess, if you don't already know that. And I got her in her Little Mermaid attire. Super awesome. I'd like to get some more Ariel pins next time I go back. Next one I'm going to show you is Cinderella. Cinderella's not my favorite princess. I think at the time I was just trying to get all of the princesses that I could find. But here's Cinderella. Pretty awesome. My goal is to one day have all of the princesses. And then I have a Snow White. And I like the Snow White one a lot because I really like her basket. I think she's really pretty. Focus. It's not focusing well, but I really like the basket she's holding. There we go, now it's focused. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I have 2 more collections from my 2001 pin collection. The next one is Toy Story, and I have 4 characters. Buzz Lightyear, of course, because Buzz Lightyear is awesome. And then I have Woody, which the back of him actually just broke off a minute ago, and I'm going to have to super glue him back together. The little pointy part came off, I guess because he's pretty old. But, yep, I have a Woody. I used to really like Woody. I thought he was super cool. And then I have Bullseye because I think Toy Story 2 hadn't been out but maybe like a year or so, and I always liked Bullseye a lot. Bullseye's pretty cool. And then my favorite character from Toy Story, which is Jessie. I was totally obsessed with Jessie when I was little, and I still think she's probably one of my favorite Disney characters. But yeah, she's super cute. And then I have 4 more from my 2001 collection, and they're just kind of random ones that don't really fit into another category. The first one I'm going to show you is Simba, and it's when he's a cub. So he's pretty cute, I think. Focus. Not really sure why it's not focusing, but anyway, there's Simba. And then I have an Alice sitting on a mushroom. And I like this one a lot because of the mushroom, which might sound a little weird, but I like this one a lot. And then, I don't know how many of you on here will remember this or not, but Playhouse Disney, back when it was called Playhouse Disney and not Disney Junior, used to have a show called Bear in the Big Blue House. And whenever I went, back in 2001, they actually had a live show of Bear in the Big Blue House at Disney World. I believe it was at Hollywood Studios. And so I have a Bear in the Big Blue House pin. It's got some of the main characters on it. I really don't remember all of their names. I wish I did. I know my favorite was the little bear right here. That was my favorite character. I don't remember their names at all. But I think this is super cool. Since this show hasn't been on in a really long time, I can't ever get rid of this pin. It's just like a rule. And the very last pin I have from 2001 is probably my favorite one, and it's this gorgeous pin of the Magic Kingdom. It says Walt Disney World on it. And I think this pin is so cool. And it's also the biggest one I have. I don't actually know if all of these pins were made in 2001. That's just when I bought them. I haven't actually done any research on it to find out when they were made. But anyway, that's my older collection, and I'm going to show you some of the ones I picked up when I went back in 2011. I couldn't remember exactly what princess pins I had, but I knew that I didn't have any of the current ones, so while I was there, I picked up a Tiana, and I really love Tiana's dress. Princess and the Frog is probably one of my favorite more current Disney movies. It's really, really well done, I think, and I wish that they made more of the current Disney movies in this animation style. The next one I have was actually in like a mystery pin pack that came in like a little black bag. I got And I got this for like buying so many pens or something. So I opened it up and it was actually a chip, and he's in a little black and white photo type thing, and I think that's really cool. I just wish I had a Dale one to go with it, but keep a lookout next time I go. Whenever I went in 2011, I only went to 2 theme parks because I was there with a friend and we spent our other days at Universal. But I got pins for both of the theme parks that I went to. So I got one for Epcot. And I like this one a lot because it has the different world flags on it. I think that's pretty cool. And then I also got one for Magic Kingdom, and I like this one a lot. It's kind of got a 3D effect to it because the Mickey and the sign stick out over the castle, but I like this one a lot. I think it's really cool. While I was there, I went during the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, and I got a pin to commemorate that because I don't know if I'll ever go during that time again. And this is actually probably my favorite pin of all the ones I own from ever. And it's this pin right here. It says International Food and Wine Festival on it, but this part rotates and it shows all of the different flags, and I just think that is so neat. So this is definitely my favorite pin that I've ever gotten. And then I got a pin of Mickey's head with the German flag on it because I took German in high school and I was actually in the German club. So I got this to commemorate that. I was also there during the 40th anniversary of Walt Disney World opening, and that's kind of a big deal. So I got a pin for that. It says celebrating 40 years of magic. I'll never be able to say that again, that I was there for the 40th anniversary, so I think that's pretty cool. And then I got a 2011 pin with Stitch on it because I didn't have anything Stitch. And Stitch is one of my favorite Disney characters because I just think he's so stinking cute. And I like this pin a lot. Also kind of got the 3D effect on it that the other one did. And my very, very last one is actually not one that I got myself, but my friend Erin got me when she went back to Disney World a year later. And she was there during the Star Wars weekends in, I believe, May and June. And so she got me an R2-D2 pin with Mickey ears on it. And this is definitely one of my favorite pins because it's so stinking awesome. I hope to go during Star Wars weekend at least once in my life. So yeah, those are all of my Disney pins. Whenever I went back in 2011, I didn't actually trade any because I didn't know where my old ones were, so I just bought some. But I definitely want to trade whenever I go back in the future. I don't know when that's going to be yet. I hope it's in the next couple of years because I really, really miss Disney. So yeah, this is a video I've been wanting to make for like a year, and I'm glad I finally got to. So let me know in the comments if you're a pin trader, and if you have any pin collection videos that you want to show me, just link them down below and I'll definitely watch them because I actually kind of enjoy watching these things and watching other people's collections. It's interesting to me, I don't know why. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. DFTBA. Bye.